Hi, and welcome back to the next part of the lesson. Now, in this part of the lesson, we are going to focus on point number 3 of Hitler's ability, which is the Nazi ideology. So, um, if I could trouble you right now to refer to your SLS package for this portion here on Nazi ideology, there will be a video, all right, that you'll be watching, and that video, which is this one, right, is actually by the International School for Holocaust Studies. So as with all my e-learning lessons, I will sometimes refer you to various resources online that will enhance basically your learning of the content and subject area. Okay, so take a moment now basically to look at the video on your SLS platform, and once you're done, you can pause this video at this moment to watch the online video. Once you're done watching the video by the International School for Holocaust Studies on the roots of Nazi ideology, you may then unpause this video and continue with the lesson. Right, so you should have by now finished the video that's done by the Institution of Holocaust Studies, and it will explain to you what exactly is behind the Nazi ideology. So what you need to understand is that the promises made by Hitler attracted many people, and it identified scapegoats for people to blame so that they could find reasons for their plight. The Nazi ideology also appealed to a large number of people who wished for the abolishment of the Treaty of Versailles and the establishment of a strong central government. He gained widespread support as he promised to abolish the TOV, which many Germans hated. And as you know, many Germans wanted Germany to rise up from the ashes again, to become a very strong country, military and economically. And the Nazi ideology was hugely attractive. So, in a nutshell, what the Nazi ideology did was that it gave a very clear, sense of direction, a very clear promise to German society that this is what the Nazi Party could provide and achieve. And this was vastly superior to the ineffectiveness of the Weimar government and what the Weimar government was actually doing at the current point of time. So to sum it up, the Nazi ideology talked about the union of all Germans to form Greater Germany, demanded an end to the Treaty of Versailles, demanded more territories for food and living space, and only those with German blood, again the concept that the Aryan race may be citizens. So again, these pointers basically um, appealed to a large section of German society. And they also offered opportunities to blame others, as seen here in this Nazi poster in 1920. Right? It advertises a speech by Hitler saying, "What do we want?" And it reads, "Do not believe that other parties can save the German society from misfortune and misery. The nations are profiteers and debt, the land of Jewish corruption." So the scapegoats are, in the Nazis' eyes, to blame were definitely the Jewish people, definitely the Communist Party. Basically, anyone who is not from the Nazi Party was a possible person basically to blame your troubles on. And that lends us nicely to point number 4. So he also exploited the fears of communism. Now you learn from chapter 2 that Joseph Stalin, and before Joseph Stalin, Vladimir Lenin, had led a successful revolution in Russia. And communism had taken over Russia and was starting to spread its influences across the globe, across Europe. So Hitler used propaganda to spread fears about the aims of the communists. He preyed on the fears that the rich Germans, or the richer segment of German society, would be fearful of ideology, of a communist ideology that would literally mean the loss of all their resources and their territories. And this is something that